Howdy and welcome back to another episode of Austin Beers and Network Gear. My name is Billy Moran. I'm Director of Marketing here. This is Adam Thompson. He's one of our sales engineers.
Hey, everybody.
And he has requested for today a 512 Brewing Company Pecan Porter. So we're going a little heavy.
This is the best beer in the world, in my opinion. So
this would appear to be about the equivalent of a Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah, 450 calories maybe.
Per sip. Cheers. All right, close it. That's pretty nice.
Yeah, it's good, right?
Very smooth.
A lot of porters are a little bitter.
Yeah.
That's one of the things I like about this. It's not at all.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, so we got our beer. What are we doing on networks today?
So I wanted to talk about, a situation that you all might have run into before, where you've got a server that you're managing somewhere in a data center or wherever. This might be, in this case, we're going to talk about a VM server. So this is the hardware that your VMs are running on, wherever it lives. Like I said, probably a data center. And the Uplogix is connected to that. We're probably connected to the console port, but we might also be connected to your network management port with our dedicated Ethernet. And that lets us connect to your, DRAC and ILO, that sort of, those sort of network management ports. Over the Uplogix, over an out-of-band connection, regardless of whatever else is going on with the network. So, like most of our kind of, where we're really good is during an outage. So we're going to talk about a kind of a scenario here, right?
Gotcha. In this case, all your eggs are in one basket.
Right.
Other than Uplogix.
Right. You've got your VM host that's running, maybe some software-defined networking, right? Router, switch, firewall, IDS, right? You can see it all lives in the host machine. But if that host machine doesn't boot, then you've got nothing, right? So that's kind of the scenario that we're talking about here. You've got an outage at the data center, and you need to correct it, right? I'm a network admin. I want to get in and fix that. So we go over to our Uplogix control center, which this is the Uplogix at the data center with the VM host. And you can see that because we've got an outage right now, we've already gone out of band, right? We've got our nice little out of band is active notification. And we've got our new IP from the cellular network. That's probably VPN'd back in so that we're getting a secure connection. And then to connect to that gear and figure out what's going wrong, troubleshoot the problem, and hopefully remediate it, we just hit the SSH button here. This is going to take us on across the out-of-band connection over that cellular network into our data center, connect us to the Uplogix, which is going to broker our connection to the downed VM host. So I log in here. This could be going back to Radius or TACACS for authentication there. And here I'm on the command line of the Uplogix. I can go to that port 12 where my Dell DRAC is. And if I look, we just do show info here. You can see we have a dedicated network connection from the Uplogix to the Dell with that 196.254 IP. That's kind of the standard on these Dell DRACs, right? So we just use that. And then we also have set up this protocol forward. Where we've told the Uplogix, hey, this device has a web interface for you to connect to on TCP port 443 and also 5900, but we're going to use the web interface for today. So here I am in the Uplogix command line, right? And if I wanted to, I could terminal to the console port of that Dell, but it's got a lot more functionality in the web interface. So we just go terminal forward here. We just pick, we want the DRAC port there. And you can see it's picked a local port on my workstation here to be our end of the SSH tunnel.
Gotcha. And
then I click this button that opens up the SSH tunnel. It starts, like I said, on our side of the web. On our workstation. And then the far side of that SSH tunnel is the web interface of that DRAC with the Uplogix there in the data center. And so the nice thing about this is, a lot of people, the way that traditionally you manage these servers is you all have them connected to a switch, and then you go to them over the network over that switch. Mm-hmm. But if there's something wrong with that switch, then obviously that's a piece of infrastructure in the middle that we can't get across, right?
Right.
So in this case, we have, from the Uplogix, a dedicated network connection to that port. that means we can get in here regardless of whatever else is going on with the network. So I log into the web interface of that, and you can see it's going to pull up that DRAC system web page. And from here I can go in and I can look at the fans. Why won't this system boot, right? Have I got a fan failure? Have we lost a power supply, right? I can troubleshoot and then hopefully remediate the problem, right? If it's just an alarm and I can give it a manual boot from here, then we'll be back up and running, right? And that's the whole idea.
Not to mention rule out a whole host of problems.
Well, right, yeah. I mean, because we're directly connecting, we can see exactly what's going on from the device itself, right? We're not reliant on, an SNMP tool that says, oh, I don't know, the whole site's offline. Don't ask me, right? We know. We can get your access and get you in there. So.
Gotcha.
Yeah, great. Save yourself a drive, save yourself a flight, right?
Right.
So.
Or if you do have to go, you at least know why.
Right, yeah, okay, yeah, right, exactly. If this is a power supply failure, right, we can order the stuff, take it with us, right? We have the information we need to actually fix the problem at that point. Exactly.
Very
so
cool.
yeah, it's VM server management with Uplogix in about 8 minutes. Probably a little longer.
About as smooth as your porter.
Oh, yeah.